Hey guys, okay, so please ignore the mess behind me. My studio is currently in the works, as you guys can see. Oh, and look who else is here. Kobe, say hi. Say hi. I don't even know what this is. Oh my god, this is no good. This is my duster bag. No, drop. Good boy. You can have this instead. We're gonna give him his bone instead. Have it. Go. Good boy. This is very good listening. Anyway, hey guys. So today is like a really gloomy day, and like I said, my studio in the back is still in the works. It's gonna really take me a while to get this place up and running, but I'm ordering everything I need, and I'm just so excited for you guys to see the final product. But anywho, today's video is so exciting, and I honestly have not been this excited to film a video in such a long time, because I finally have my packages from Nykaa.com, which is kind of like, from my understanding, kind of like a Sephora of India, but I think it's an online store only. Anyway, you can basically get like all the major beauty brands from Nykaa.com, and that's where I ordered these packages. I did have this package shipped to one of my mom's friend's house in India, and I finally, literally this week, just got these to myself. Like, I finally got a hold of them, and I am so excited. Wow, I have to say really quick, everything is packaged so nicely so it doesn't break. But all of the products in this package, which of course you can tell from the title of this video, is from Lakme. And I honestly just like bought everything after looking at it online. I didn't really like obviously get to try anything on, so I don't know what my shades are gonna be, if they're gonna even work for my skin tone. But the reason why I wanted to film this video was because Lakme recently, maybe not so recently, well, kind of so recently, maybe a couple of weeks ago, they released a picture of their new foundation, which I did buy that foundation, I think. But that foundation literally came in like light beige shades only. Like, I would be considered their darkest shade in the range, which is so ridiculous to me, because Lakme is like one of the top beauty brands in India, and Indian women and men come in all different skin tones. Like, you can find Indians that are super light, of course my complexion, and all the shades in between, and then there is a whole shade range after me going to like deep, dark, beautiful skin tones. And I'm just so mind boggled that a brand like Lakme, which is such a huge brand in India, only caters to like light to light medium skin tones. Like, I don't even think I really could find my shade, but of course we will find out. And especially like this point, because of social media, no matter where the brand is based, if you're not catering to everyone out there, you're gonna get called out. And I honestly feel like I ordered more than what's here, but I guess not. Anyway, without further ado, let's go in the studio right behind me and actually try all of these things out on my face. So first things first, I just want to talk about the outer packaging, which is like my initial reaction to Lakme products. And I have to say, I'm so surprised at how much I actually like the outer packaging. Even this like basic black one is really nice and giving me like Makeup Forever MAC vibes, which I love. So the packaging, outer packaging is really nice. Even the inner packaging, even though everything is plastic, is so pretty and girly and feminine. So I am really loving the packaging of all of Lakme's products. Now let's break it down by product, and I'm looking at what I purchased, and it looks like I picked up a ton of different foundations. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 foundations to share with you guys, and I also have like a finishing powder as well. I think that's it, but we'll find out. I also do have the Lakme, not the Lakme, the Nykaa website pulled up. So I'm just using Nykaa as a guide for myself. So the first foundation that I want to try is this one right here, which on Nykaa's website only comes in 4 shades. And actually, I'm looking at all of Lakme's foundations, and it looks like the foundation shades by each of the different types of foundations range anywhere between 4 to 7 shades, which is so mind-boggling to me. And the worst part is, you guys, all the shades are like very light to light medium. Like, I'm medium dark, especially in the summertime, And I'm just like even wondering if I can find anything for my skin tone, and imagine all the shades, like the 20 plus shades that should be in the range after me. So that's like so disappointing, like initially just looking at the Nika website. But anyway, let's still put these babies to the test. So the first product I have here is the Lakme 9 to 5 Weightless Mousse Foundation. It looks like this. Again, packaging is so pretty. And ooh, do you guys hear that sound? Okay, wait, I have to show this to you guys because that just like squirted out and it looks kind of like very heavy and moussey, and kind of a little bit weird, but oh my god, oh gosh, I just like flickered it on the other side of my hand. Okay, let's just go ahead and try this out, and that actually kind of looks like it might match me. I don't know. Let's just blend it out. Oh my gosh, you guys, this actually has like a really like strong scent. Like really strong scent. And to be honest, maybe it's just me, but I don't like scented makeup or skincare. It's just completely unnecessary. Like if I want a perfume, I can just use an actual perfume. I don't need it in my makeup. And oh my god, look at that. I didn't even tell you guys this, but this is in the shade Beige Caramel, which on Nika's website is the darkest shade. That is so crazy. Oh my god, this is bad. This is really bad. But this is Beige Caramel and the darkest shade on Nika's website, and it's too light for my skin tone. Okay, next up we have the Lakme Absolute Illuminating Foundation and camera focus. Okay, we're in focus. Now this is in the shade Beige Glimmer, which seems like it is the second to last shade on Lakme's website. And on Nika's website, it looks like it's the darkest shade. That is so confusing, but there's only 4 shades apparently in this range. Again, that's crazy, and I can just tell you right now that this is gonna be too light for my skin tone. Like look at it compared to my hand. It's way too light, but let's just give it a shot anyway. Oh my gosh, you guys, like what is going on? Like what? You guys, just so you know, for anyone that's new here, I'm in the shade NC42 from MAC, and this is just, I'm so disappointed that I'm like kind of speechless because this shade is actually even lighter than this foundation. So yeah, that's not gonna work because look at how this is just completely changing the color of my skin tone. Look at that. I look literally 5 shades lighter than I actually am. Like look at the difference between my forehead and my face. This is crazy. I'm getting a little bit frustrated, but let's just go ahead and wipe this off my face and try on the other foundations and hope that I find something that actually works for my skin tone. Okay, next up we have the Lakme Absolute Argan Oil Serum Foundation with SPF 45, which is nice. Again, super confusing because on Lakme's website, this is the second to last darkest shade, and on Nika's website, this is the 3rd darkest shade. So I just already know that this is not gonna work for me, but let's just try it out anyway. And ooh, that looks so, do you see that? The discoloration? Actually, this looks like this would be the only one that matches my skin tone. Let's try out this one. And this seems to be better than the others, maybe. Oh, okay, not working either. This is better than the other 2 that I've tried, at least in person, but it's still just too light for my skin tone. And also, this has that like really artificial chemical scent again in it. Fail, again, huge fail for my skin tone. Let's just go ahead and try this guy right here. This is the Lakme Absolute Matte Real Skin Natural Mousse. The packaging is really nice, but let's see if the product actually works. Okay, now this is what the foundation looks like, the mousse foundation. By the way, if anyone's wondering, this is in the shade Almond Honey. This is a good match, you guys. This is a little too pink, a little too red. Definitely not golden, but the actual color is nice. Okay, you know what? I actually have to see this for myself because I need to find out if this is the darkest shade. Because this is the darkest shade that I've used so far. Okay, I honestly cannot figure it out because everything is like completely out of order, and I will link both websites in the description box below so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, this foundation so far is like the one that's matching me pretty well. The undertone is completely off of my skin tone. It is very matte. There's a very strong scent to this as well. I don't really care for the finish, to be honest. It's just a little too matte for me, but I guess if you have oily skin and you can find your shade, this is a good foundation. But actually the color, you guys, I'm looking at it now in my monitor, and my monitor is showing me like the true colors, and it's bad. If I put this all over my face, you guys are really going to see that it looks like I'm trying to make my skin look lighter than it is. It's not gonna work. I thought it was gonna work, but it's not. This is actually also too light for my skin tone, and the undertone is completely off here. Now let's go ahead and try like a powder foundation, and I do have two here. So the first one is again 9 to 5, and this is the primer and matte powder foundation, and I have the shade Honeydew, which is gonna be too light for my skin tone. But let's just get it over with and try it out. And this isn't too bad, the shade. Like, I'm packing it on a lot, and this is not too bad. It's kind of actually matching me better than any of the other foundations have so far, and it's leaving behind like a really pretty dewy finish. Okay, this, you guys, I will say so far is the winner. It looks way lighter in the pan, but on the skin, this actually just kind of disappears. So yay! Finally, we found something that actually works. I do want to test this out on top of a foundation that actually matches my skin tone, so stay tuned for that. But let's just go ahead and try the Lakme Absolute White Intense Wet or Dry Compact, and this is in the shade Almond Honey. I wonder what White Intense means, but this is what it looks like. It looks very, very pink, but let's try this out. Oh, you guys, this is nice too. Okay, this actually is lighter than my skin tone. Not too bad, but it is lighter than my skin tone. Like, I can see a difference here versus here. You see how this foundation that I used, the 9 to 5, just completely disappeared? This is leaving behind like a gray pink cast, and it is just a little too light for me. So this one is no, this one is yes. Woo! I can't believe I actually found something. So I think what I'm going to do now, you guys, is I'm going to go ahead and actually apply a foundation that works for my skin tone. I think I'm going to use the Fenty Pro Filter in 330. I'm going to apply that on my face. Let's retry this foundation on top of my Fenty, and then try all the other products that I have. Okay, so I'm back. I used the Fenty Pro Filter in shade 330, and it matches me perfectly. It's not too light, not too dark. It's just perfect. But anyway, now let's move on, and I'll save my thoughts about the foundations till the end of the video. But anyway, I do also want to use the Lakme Absolute White Intense. What is the White Intense? That name just sounds weird to me, but anyway, this is in the shade Honey, and it is a stick concealer. It does have a pinky undertone, which I normally really like, and I do like to go lighter for my concealer. Okay, now let's just go ahead and blend this out with my beauty blender. And the concealer itself is like very natural coverage because I can still see like my skin right through it. So this is a very natural coverage. And I'm looking for like a little bit more coverage with my concealer, not be so natural, you know? Let me just go right on top of this concealer and use one of my favorites from Bare Minerals. This is the Bare Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Tan Dark. I use like 2 different shades from them, but this is a really good one for my skin tone right now. And see, already with this concealer, it's giving me a lot more coverage, because I feel like with concealers, you do want more coverage, you know? You don't want it to be so light that it just kind of disappears into your skin. And I feel like that's what happened with this one from Lakme. Okay, so overall the concealer is the pass for me. Don't really care for the formula, and the color was just a little bit too off. But anyway, now let's go ahead and use the Lakme 9 to 5 Natural Finishing Powder. And the packaging on this is just so pretty. It's just like so perfect, I feel like, for the summertime. And this is like white. It's got like a little bit of a tint to it, but it's like very, very light. But I'm just gonna use it as a translucent powder and not use it as like an all over face powder. And I'm just strictly going to use this to highlight underneath my eyes. Okay, moment of truth. Let's wipe this baby off. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get really up close and personal. But you guys, I don't think that this is a translucent powder. I actually think that this is supposed to be an all over face powder. But the shade is just obviously way too light for my skin tone. Thankfully, it didn't really mess up my makeup. Okay, I'm gonna go back and use my favorite thing that I've used so far, and this is the 9 to 5 Primer Matte Foundation. And we're just gonna go ahead and apply this all over my skin. And I have to say, you guys, this has a really nice finish. Okay, now it is time to move on to something else besides just the foundations. And I have the Absolute Moonlit highlighter, which looks like this. I figured that this was both a highlighter and a contour, so that's what I'm gonna use this as. Starting off with the contouring side first. And let's see if this adds anything to my skin. So far, this is not bad. Okay, before I try the highlighting powder, I do want to use the Illuminating Shimmer Brick Blush as well. And this is just called the Shimmer Brick. It looks like this. So let's just go ahead, mix it all up with my brush and apply this on the apples of my cheeks. And even this is pretty. This is giving my face like a very natural glow that I was not expecting. Do you see that? See that glow? That is beautiful. Okay, this is really nice. And let's just go back to this guy right here. Use the highlighting side. Okay, so this highlight, you guys, is like very natural and definitely more on like the pinky side. And I prefer my highlights to be like gold champagne. So it's not my favorite highlight, but I don't hate this product. Okay, you guys, so it's been like 45 minutes since I was last recording the first part of the video. So if the lighting seems a little bit off, it's because it is now dark. And I do like to use a combination of both studio lights and natural lights to film, like, especially my beauty videos, because I feel like you can see the colors so much better. So let me know what you guys prefer. Studio lights, which is just this right now, or what you saw before, which is a combination of studio and natural. Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, I had to take a break because we had to go take Kobe for a walk, but I'm back now. And I wanted to use a little palette that I purchased for my eyes, and I am so excited about this because the colors are so beautiful. So this is the Lakme Absolute Illuminating Eyeshadow Palette, and look at these colors. They are so stunning. They're like warms, and then there's beautiful like pinks in there. Just like super flattering colors for my skin tone. And I think I'm gonna start off by using this shade right here. And even though this is a little bit darker than I would like for my transition shade, I'm gonna put that in my crease, because usually I like to go like way lighter for my crease. I'm pleasantly surprised with how crazy pigmented this is. First, go in with this shade right here, which is like a champagne shade, and apply that all over my lid. And this one feels a little bit powdery, not like the first one, which was like really, really smooth. Okay, this shade, not so impressed with. It's very, very messy, and it's like very powdery, so I don't love that. But I do want to try this orangey shade, and I'm not even like trying to do like a cute eyeshadow moment. I'm just trying to apply all the shades to see how they work on my eyes. Okay, this one is also not like that pigmented. Like, it looks so pigmented on my brush, but on the actual eyelid, it's just kind of disappearing. But let's just go ahead and try this pinky shade, because again, look at that. It's so pigmented on the brush. So I'm just gonna put that. Oh my gosh, okay, this is nice. That pink shade is really nice. Okay, so far, I love the pink, love the dark brown. Now let's just go ahead and use this shade right here. I'm literally trying to use all the shades in this one look, just to give my honest feedback. I'm gonna go in with this light pink shade right here, inner corner of my eyes, and I have like no rhyme or reason for this look. I'm just trying to use all of the shades. So I think I like all of the shades in the palette except for these two. Okay guys, so I'm finally back with my eye makeup completed, and I have to say I'm shook, but I'm so in love with how this eye actually came out. It's so simple, but I like really like the pop of red or pink on the bottom with like the smoky eye on top. Anyway, now let's talk about the lips, and I have two different lip products from Lakme here. So the first one is the 9 to 5 primer and matte lipstick in the shade Caramel. Oh my god, this lipstick is so beautiful. Like, I have not been this excited about a nude lipstick in such a long time. This lipstick is stunning, like such a perfect nude for my skin tone. Honestly, if I was to launch a nude lipstick, this is exactly what it would look like, and this is perfection. If you guys are close to my skin tone and you can find Lakme near you, buy this lipstick. This is so pretty. I'm like so taken back because I didn't expect to like this as much as I do, and it's also really nice quality. Like, it applies so evenly and so pigmented, and there's like no scent to it. Okay, now let's finish off the video by trying out the 9 to 5 weightless matte mousse lipstick, and this is like a really pretty, oh my gosh, I wouldn't really call this like a plum shade. It's more of like a darker peach, not peach, pinky shade. But I'm excited to try this as well because it looks really pretty. Alright guys, so I'm back with my final thoughts. Let's just start off with this lipstick that I just absolutely love. And I have to say, even the formula, first of all, is amazing, but this color is just perfection. And I really do have to say that Lakme knows their stuff when it comes to the lip products. Even when I was like researching online and like what to buy, and I like looked up some swatches, all of the lip shades looked so flattering for Indian women, you know. There's, especially with our undertones, I feel like all the colors are like so thought out and really made for the Indian women. But that being said, let's talk about the complexion category, because the only word or words that come to my mind when I think of the complexion category from Lakme is that it's pretty pathetic. You guys saw for yourself that some of their darkest colors that I was able to purchase, I don't know if these are the darkest shades, I will confirm that, but the darkest shades that I was able to find from Nykaa and their website were too light for my skin tone. Like, I actually want to laugh because I just think that that is so embarrassing for the brand. They really are missing a huge demographic of men and women that are my skin tone and darker than my skin tone. Now, I know that light skin tone, light hair, light eyes are considered beautiful in India, which is really sad because every skin tone out there, no matter what your shade is beautiful. And I feel like social media is really helping women and men realize that. But in India, the sad reality is light skin is considered beautiful still. But my audience that are based in India have come to me and said that they have such a hard time finding their shade from the Indian brands because all shades are just catered to lighter skin tones. I feel like brands just have this perception in India, and I don't know what the sell-through numbers are with their foundations, but brands just have this perception that women just want to look lighter. But I feel like if they opened up a little bit more and actually created products for darker complexions, you will see magic happen exactly the way it is happening in the US right now. So I think I'm just gonna leave the video at that because I can talk about this for hours and hours. Very disappointed, extremely disappointed with Lakme's complexion products, but overall, I will say the quality of their products is great. The packaging is really nice. I love the lip shades, but that's about it. they really need a lot of work and they need to hire people on the brand side that are of all different skin tones to really make some change happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if there's any other brands based in India that you guys want me to try, let me know in the comment section below and I will place another order with Nykaa and do the video for you guys. But anyway, that's it for now and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!